The ocean was never meant to feel this warm. At least, that's what Dr. Ethan Cole thought as he stood on the shore, letting the water touch his feet. Even at sunrise, the sea felt like a shallow bath left under the sun for too long. This wasn't normal. It hadn't been normal for years, but now it was undeniable. Ethan was a marine climatologist. For over a decade, he had studied ocean temperatures, coral bleaching, and shifting marine life patterns. He had warned governments, written reports, and spoken at conferences. And yet, the water kept getting warmer. By the summer of 2031, the global ocean temperature had crossed a critical threshold. At first, the changes were subtle. Coral reefs turned pale, then white. Entire underwater forests died in silence. Fish began migrating deeper, searching for colder currents that no longer existed. Fishermen returned to shore with empty nets and confused expressions. But the real warning came one morning on the coast of Santa Mira. People woke up to sirens. Not emergency sirens, not police alarms, but something far worse. Human screams mixed with panicked shouting. Along the shoreline, dark shapes moved through the shallow water. Sharks. Dozens of them. They weren't attacking. They weren't circling prey. They were disoriented, swimming too close to land, some of them even beaching themselves in the sand. Great whites, hammerheads, species that had never come this close to humans before. Phones were raised, videos went viral within minutes. Sharks invade the coast. Nature strikes back. Unbelievable ocean footage. But Ethan felt no excitement, only fear. These sharks aren't hunting, he told his colleague, Dr. Maya Hernandez. They're fleeing. From what? Maya asked. Ethan looked at the sea. From heat. Satellite data confirmed it later that day. Deep water temperatures had risen dramatically. Cold currents had collapsed. The sharks' natural habitats had become unlivable, forcing them toward the only remaining cooler zones near the coast. Human territory. Within days, more signs appeared. Dead fish washed ashore by the thousands. A strange smell filled the air. Jellyfish blooms spread like living clouds. Seabirds fell from the sky, poisoned by toxins released from warming algae. The ocean ecosystem was unraveling. Local authorities tried to calm the public. Beaches were closed, boats were restricted, but it was already too late. One night, the sea changed its behavior. Waves grew taller, heavier, more aggressive. The tide rose far beyond predicted levels. Water flooded streets that had never seen seawater before. Houses closest to the shore began to shake as waves slammed into their foundations. At 2:17 a.m., the power went out. In the darkness, something moved beneath the surface. Sharks. Not dozens this time. Hundreds. They followed the warm currents inland, pushed by instinct and desperation. The ocean had crossed a boundary, and so had its creatures. People fled their homes, cars were abandoned, sirens screamed through the night as the water kept rising. Ethan stood on higher ground, watching the chaos unfold. His hands trembled, not from fear, but from guilt. "We knew this would happen," he whispered. "We just didn't act." By morning, Santa Mira was unrecognizable. Boats lay broken across roads, markets were destroyed, the shoreline had moved hundreds of meters inland. The ocean had claimed what it wanted and then retreated, leaving silence behind. The sharks were gone. Some had returned to deeper waters, others hadn't survived the journey. News channels called it a natural disaster. Politicians called it unpredictable. Social media moved on after a few days. But Ethan knew the truth. This wasn't a single event. It was a message. At an emergency summit weeks later, Ethan addressed the world. "The ocean is not attacking us," he said. "It's responding. We warmed it, poisoned it, disrupted it. The sharks didn't come to harm us. They came because their home disappeared. Some leaders listened, many didn't. Industries resumed, emissions continued. The planet kept warming. And deep beneath the surface, the ocean remained. Because when water warms, it doesn't just melt ice, it erases borders. And next time, the ocean won't stop at the shore.